A few more really important tools on Photopea. So they are the rulers tool and the guides. I'll show a bit more about the transform tool, and I'll also show how to get a drop shadow on an image. So today the task that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this photo of a book that has been kind of photographed on an angle, and I'm going to try and straighten up the image, and I'm going to try and get the book to fit into a rectangle. So you can kind of see that because the way the photo has been taken, the end of the book here is very long, and then up at the top it's much smaller. So I'm going to try and fix it up. So first of all, what I'm going to do is maybe brighten up the image. So just image adjust and brightness. So we'll just brighten it up really quickly to start off with. And then I'm going to select the book itself. So today I'm using, if you click on one of your select tools here, there's the Lasso tool, which is really good if you're picking up any object that has curved edges. But I'm going to use the polygonal Lasso tool. So this will give you straight lines. So I'm going to click on that one. So because this object does have straight lines, it's the perfect tool to use. So every time I click, a new anchor point will be put down on the page, and then I can just click to the next spot. So there we go, I've just got a really quick rectangle there. So then what I'm going to try and do is I could copy and paste this onto a new page. So I'll just do that now. So edit and copy, and then we'll just open up a new new page. Open new, sorry, file, new, A4. Okay, and then I'll just paste my book into the A4. I actually pasted that twice by mistake. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is I'd like to straighten up the book. So edit, transform, and free transform is a really quick tool, so you can just rotate this very quickly. So already it's looking a lot better. We straightened up the book there, and then press select when you think you're happy. But now, like I said before, the book is a bit skewed, and that's because it has been photographed at an angle. So I'll show you how to change that now. You go edit, transform, and distort. So now when I pull on the corners, I can bring, it changes the kind of angle and the perspective of the book. But what if I want to get this perfectly straight? There are really handy tools called the rulers. So if you go view, show, view and then ruler. So if you make sure that rulers is clicked, it'll bring up these rulers here along your page. They're very handy if you want to measure a specific distance on your page, or if you need to find the middle point of your page. That's really, really handy. Again, there are shortcuts to do this. So if whenever you go into the menu, most of the things you're clicking on will have a shortcut key. So there it shows you there how to get a shortcut to get your rulers up quickly and how to get rid of them quickly. So another tool that's very, very handy for so many projects are the guides. So if I click on the ruler at the top here and just drag down, this guide appears, and that's really handy for when I want to when I need to have a straight line, or I can measure a distance between two areas. So from there to there, they're really, really useful. So I'll just get rid of that one there. You can make your guides disappear. So view and then show, and see the way guides is selected. If I select that again, they'll just disappear. And again, there are shortcut keys that you can learn if you want to know how to make these appear and disappear very quickly. So I'm going to bring a guide I'm going to bring out a vertical guide as well, and one here. So now I'm creating a boundary that I want my book to fit into. So one along the bottom. So then I'm going to click on the book again, and I'll go back to my edit, transform and distort. So this time it's very easy for me to tell when the book is when it fits correctly into this space. Okay, so you might have to go fix each side a couple of times. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. And then the last thing that I want to do, I might make my guides go away now, so I'll just do a shortcut tool there, and now they've disappeared. So the last thing I might do is try and make this look a little bit 3D. So by making it have a shadow, it will look slightly more 3D. So I'm making sure that I've selected my layer, and I go layer, drop shadow. Sorry, I thought that was in there. If you're ever looking for where something is in the menu, you can just go to the search button here. So I know it's here in the menu somewhere, but if I just want to do a quick search, image, it'll tell you there. Sorry. So I've put in shadow, and then it's saying, okay, in the menu you go to layer, layer style, and drop shadow. So that's how you'd find it. Okay, so layer, layer, layer style, and drop shadow. So then we get this menu, and do you see the way there's a shadow has appeared along the outside of the book? I can make this much bigger, or I can change the opacity, or I can also change the angle of the shadow. So see the way the shadow is kind of coming from the top now? If I increase the distance, the shadow length increases. I can also change the color. So this is, this is the color here. So up there beside multiply. So let's say I want to have like a kind of turquoise shadow. I click on this box here, change the color, and then now it has a turquoise shadow. So you can decide, like maybe you just want a kind of more classic grey shadow, or maybe you want it to have like a pink glow or something coming out of the side. And then you can play around with all of these tools if you want to increase how fuzzy the edge is, or if you want to have a really sharp edge on your shadow. So there you go. So all of those tools are very, very useful, and I think if you get used to using them, they'll help you a lot with any of your projects. So very last thing is just how to save this. Just a reminder, we can save it as a Photoshop file, so PSD file, and that will mean that if we ever want to open this up again and go through each layer, that we'll be able to do that. Or if you're happy just to save it as an image, which is very easy to share, you save file, export as, and JPEG. So then we'll ask you what kind of quality do you want to save this as. If you have space on your computer, you can save it as a large file, or you can bring down the quality if you want. So just click save, and then that's going to save down to your computer, and that is a JPEG file, so it's very, very easy to share. Okay, thanks so much for watching.